Welcome to Zombicide Black Plague. I haven't been feeling great for the last 3 weeks. Not sick, just down. And sometimes you just need to play a dumb game. Sometimes you just need to play something where you're rolling dice and seeing what happens, and just to get through whatever it is that's ailing you. So here we are with Zombicide Black Plague. That's my big sales pitch for this game, right? So. This game has the distinction of being what I always call like the worst of the best games, or the best of the worst games out there, right? I don't think it's a great game, but is it a fun game? Yes. Mechanically, not so sure. So I know everybody has played some version of Zombicide. I prefer the fantasy theme, so Black Plague is the one that I bought, and I bought into it pretty big when I actually did decide to buy Zombicide some time ago. So I have boxes of this stuff. I have Wolfsburg, Green Horde, No Rest for the Wicked, Friends and Foes, Zombie Bosses, Dead-Eye Walkers, NPC Box 1, NPC Box 2, some brown box. I don't remember what it is. It's just like a regular brown box. It might be like the Huntsman Pack, the Night Pack, whatever the inexpensive one was. And then a handful, not all of them, of the special guests. But today, we are going to be playing just the basic game, and with just two things here. So first of all, there is 10 quests in the manual here, right? Here I can pull up the PDF for you. In the manual, this is quest 0 that you're looking at, right? On the screen, that is not what we're playing. Today we're going to be playing quest 1, because quest 0 here, this is a very short, simple, quick, like tutorial type thing. Basically, it just gets you used to walking and spawning and how to interact with the game world here. Now, this is big game hunting. This is what you see set up right in front of you here. In all of its glory. Now, that's hard for me to read, so here it is just a little bit bigger. Okay, so there was a bit of a storyline here as well. Let's roll this back. Let's take it back. So that'll get you caught up on the storyline. Go ahead and pause if you want to read what happens in the story on Quest 0 right there. And then we flip on over to Big Game Hunting, which is Quest 1. And again, this is really hard for me to read, so I'm going to bring this up. We quickly discovered the starting point of the zombie invasion. Other survivors spotted a huge zombie wandering the streets, and some kind of sick wizard directing the horde to engulf us. It took us 2 days to pinpoint the necromancer's location and understand the abomination can't be killed by any weapon at our disposal. Let's raid the necromancer's laboratory and take them both out with a secret brew of our own, Dragonfire. Let the hunt begin. So what we have here is, let's see here, the objectives. Reach these objectives in any order to win the game. Slay the beast and its master. So our goal, we have 2 goals. Kill at least 1 abomination and 1 necromancer. That's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is to, and I actually don't like this, how funny, raid the laboratory, take all objectives. It would be more fun to me if the goal was just to find and raid the laboratory. Instead, the game makes you run around and do all of these little goals. Okay, fine, I guess, right? So special setup here, special rules for the setup says, put the blue objective randomly among the red objectives, and put them all face down. Okay, so what I've done here for the setup is I have not set some things up yet, right? So you can see we have all of these, and then we have the one blue one. So we're going to flip it over to its red side. Whoa, I think, oh, of course, I just dropped one. Let me grab another one up here. There's extras. Okay, so we have yet another red one in here. And then we're just going to give them a bit of a shuffle, mix them up a little bit. We need to distribute these things where all these big red X's are. Now, I don't need to keep these out here. I put these here so I wouldn't stumble through trying to figure out where to put these out, when we're actually playing here. So we're going to put one right here, because you can see, I think you can see these just fine. We're going to put one here, here, and here. And so your guess is as good as mine as to where that blue one went. This is one big room. This is a giant room here. And these we can use for something later on, because I didn't paint any of these minis. So just off to the side here, you can't see them. I tried to make this as visible as possible. So we've got our inventory cards up here. I can fit all 6 survivors over here. And we have our zombie deck over here. I probably should give these yet another shuffle on camera, just because, what if the first 2 cards I draw are Dragon Bile and a Torch? Nobody would believe me that happened. Now, I don't play with any house rules or anything, even though I should, because I can't stand the rule that says you have to have the fire, the torch, and the dragon vial in your hand to use them. I think that's dumb because you usually have to unequip a weapon at that point, and it's often the same survivor that has both items, and so that's a bummer because then that person is kind of useless a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see how that all shakes out. I don't like it. I think they changed that rule in a different version. I don't mean like an updated version of Black Plague. I mean, you know, something like maybe White Death or whatever, you know, you have. I think that was updated. I don't know. I don't own any other Zombicide. I just have a gang of stuff for this one. And it's funny because the more I play this, the more I think, boy, I would really like to play like modern Zombicide, like you know, with Uzis and stuff, because that's really fun too. So I don't know, but I went too far into this, and I don't love the system enough to invest any more money into it. So there's that. Now the only thing that I have that's different from your base game, because this drives me bonkers, the base game of Zombicide Black Plague only comes with 2 of these artifact cards. I thought that was awful. And so when I bought whatever else came with cards, I'm pretty sure I just raided every box and took all of the blue cards out of every box that I own and put them all in my main Black Plague box so that I have an assortment. So I really don't know what these cards are. I think the default ones are some sort of crossbow and then a magic spell. In this case here, we have like a shotgun, you know, like a boomstick from Army of Darkness type deal. There's you know, other really cool weapons in here. I think there's a shield in here somewhere. So I'm just going to take this whole stack and then just shuffle them up, and then I'm just going to put 1 here and 1 here, and then now this stack is out of the game. I have absolutely no idea what is in there. In fact, let me put this off to the side, get some things in a reachable place for us so that we can jump in. Now I have off to the side here as well in fact, I even bought plastic tokens for this game for whatever reason. So some of these are going to look a little bit different than what you may have, but they're just off to the side here in case I need them. I'll be reaching for things like the spawn points for the necromancers. They're off the screen, and all of the zombies are just off the screen over here. Now, according to the setup for this quest, it doesn't look like we have to do any initial spawns, right? Put a vault artifact randomly in each vault. That's done. Okay, so looking for the laboratory. Each objective, those are the red X's we just put out here, right? And blue, gives 5 experience points to the survivor who takes it. Torch him. So this is a special rule for this game here. Finding the blue objective marks the laboratory's location. Immediately spawn a necromancer in the zone. If a necromancer is already on the board, spawn an abomination instead. That's awful. If both are already on the board, nothing happens, but you still get the experience. So I think we're ready to go here. I'm going to do probably like no talking about rules or anything until they come up. The game is very simple. Let me make sure that everybody has 0 experience points. I've got these dice here, and these dice hate me. That side is a 1, and the torch side, like that Zombicide logo look, is the 6. So they're going to look a little bit different. Now, I think the base game comes with just red dice with pips, but these came with one of the packs I got, and so I may as well use them because I have them. So let's take a quick break, and yeah, then we will get started. Okay, so there is one other rule I need to make sure I talk about here, and that is the game says in the manual, I don't know if I have it anywhere, I don't think I do. The game says you have to play this with like 6 survivors, right? So you look here at the quest, it says this is easy, watch me lose anyway because I'm terrible at this game. 6 or more survivors. That's one thing I love about Zombicide too. If you had 8 friends over, you can make it work. 6 or more survivors. But the book says something along the lines of, you know, take your turns around the table, and let's say there's 3 actual humans playing, okay? You would assign each human 2 survivors, and when it is that human's turn, they can choose which of their survivors to activate first, and then second, and then it goes to the next player. Now guess what? We have the benefit of being single player, and I play, I guess maybe, I don't think it's a house rule because it really does say this in the book. It just says, you know, you can do it in any order when you're that player. So I am the one and only player, so I play any survivor in any order I want, right? I do not, like, you can't go 1 move for Samson, 1 move for Clovis, 1 move for Silas, 1 for Baldric, and then 1 for Samson, and then 2 for Anne. You can't do that. You do all your moves, you know, here, 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 here. Each character's done. That's what these little tokens are for. These are the Fantasy Flight Supply tokens. And then this is just to remind me that Samson here, this is just something that's 3D printed, a little shield here. This is just to remind me that Samson has the Ironhide skill. So we'll get to all the skills and all of that here soon. These are, I'm using green for just generic actions. Baldric has the spellcaster ability, and I'm not going to be flipping through the book this whole time. It would take a million years to go find what we want. I don't want to do that. I'm going to pull it up here on the screen, though, just so you can kind of take a look at what these skills are, right? So here's the skills, and there's a lot of them. This is page 51 of the manual. And look at this. Like, you can flip through this for days, okay? There's what, 50... That's page 54, right? You can read this forever. So, lucky for us, somebody on Board Game Geek went ahead and made this amazing sheet. Amazing. Every single skill is on the back right here. So I love this sheet. They also took the targeting priority order. In the book, it looks like this. In the book for Black Plague, it looks like that. So you can see there's very, very few things here. We have walkers, we have fatties, abominations, we have runners and necromancers. Abominations singular, by the way, and necromancers singular. I don't have more than one on the board here. But here's the thing chopped out of this guy's thing. Whoever made this person made this thing with everything. So if you have everything, go find this sheet. It is phenomenal. And we can look back here, and it's in alphabetical order. Here's Ironhide. I'm sorry. This is Ironhide, the skill that Samson starts with. The survivor can make armor rolls with a 5+ armor value even when he does not wear an armor on his body slot. Wearing an armor, the survivor adds 1 to the result of each die he rolls for armor rolls. The maximum result is always 6. So this is very handy. So this is the base game survivors, by the way. Even though I have a ton of them, I wanted to play, just get our feet wet with all of the normal survivors here. I think I've played this game probably 4 times my entire life, so I'm not really too well versed in it, but it's very simple, very straightforward. It's easy to throw some dice and see what happens. So I'm going to use these green things for just basic actions. Everybody's going to have three actions to start. And then we have, so she has Bloodlust. That can just be an action for her. Here, +1 free move action, Nelly. So I'm going to use Silver as a move action. So she has a free move action. So I'm going to try to remember that, to use that every time. I can't attack with it, right? Silas here is +1 to dice roll for range. So I gave Silas a short bow to start. You can see there, it only has a range of 0 to 1. You only get to roll a single die, and you need a 3 or better to hit, but that means he can roll a 2 and hit. That's pretty good, right? So Silas is a murderer, right? He's killing it. I gave the hammer to Samson because Samson is going to be our cheater. This is the only item, the only weapon here that can do 2 points of damage. And if we can get him all the way up to max, to red here, to 43 experience points, he can take +1 damage to melee. Now, a big complaint of mine, yes, I have sleeves for these, but they don't fit in the little tray with your sleeves. So I took the sleeves off just so that, it'd be easier to play with. You can see we get, you start with Ironhide, because we're in the blue. When we level up to in the yellow section, we get an extra action for that character. So I've got some extra green tokens right here I can add. That way I can keep track. When we get to level orange, we get to choose one of those 2 skills, and on red, we get to choose one of those 3, and they're all amazing. However, +1 damage is unbeatable when you need to do 3 damage to kill an abomination, right? That's just like cheating. It's so good. So I think we're ready to go here, and I have a little bucket full of noisemakers in case I need to keep track of where we are and what we're doing. And doors look like this, just to get everybody caught up here in case you're not familiar with the Zombicide world. These are spawn point locations, so zombies are going to spawn here and here and here in those 3 spots. And the bane of my existence are doors in Zombicide. I will rage quit this game. In fact, last 2 times I've played, I've rage quit because I would waste, 14 actions trying to open a door. I don't really care for that rule either. But let's hope the dice are with us today and a little bit better. So let's go here. Action number 1. What are we going to do? Let's start with... do we start with Nelly? Do we start with Nelly because she has that free move action so that maybe we can actually get somewhere to begin with and try to open a door? So let's go ahead and spend her token. So I'm just going to set these off to the side for that's just the only way I can kind of keep track of who's done what actions. And she is orange. So we'll do her 1 free move action from this zone to that zone. And now she's with a door here. So, to open a door in this godforsaken game, you have to use your weapon. You can see here, trying to open a door makes a noise. It has a little noise icon on it, right? So we're gonna say that there's some noise there. And then we need a 4 or better, and we only get to roll a single die to try to open a stupid door. So 1 action to try to open a door. Do I have it somewhere? Do I have actions? Oh, I do. Look at that. Open a door. Okay, right? Spend an action and roll as many dice as the weapon's dice value, right? So I mean, it's just 1. I get 1. And that's it. We have to roll a 4 or better. Basically, we have a 50-50 shot. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so we got a 6. 50-50 shot to open a door. Now, what happens when you open a door in Zombicide is zombies are in there, because of course they are. So what do we have here? So we're going to start out... Oh my god, the first the first card was an abomination? Okay. So here's a character that we cannot even kill. On the board, first thing. So, yeah, we can't really tell that that's the abomination. It's because I didn't paint anybody. I wonder if I can get something on this guy so that we know that this is the abomination. Well, yeah, maybe can he hold it? Some kind of way so that you can see on your camera view here that that is the abomination. Oh, my God. Really? As the first thing. I cannot believe it. Wow. Actually, I can believe it. This is why I hate this game. So. All right, we also have a spawn over here as well. Oop. And this says... That's incredible. Another abomination card. You watched me... Oh, maybe not. I think I had the quest screen up, but I shuffled these a second ago. So, okay, great. What does that mean? Well, we don't have a second abomination, but it gets an action now. So it's going to go ahead and walk right onto the party. I cannot believe it. Okay, so this is really bad because there's literally no way to kill the abomination with what we have here. And poor Nelly now has to spend an extra action to leave a zone that has a zombie in it, right? So she happens to have 2 actions left, so I'm going to spend both actions to move 1 zone away, which is just going to put her back here with the party. Now, there's no amount of damage that we can do to kill an abomination. You can see that the abomination has 3 hit points, okay? We can only do 1 damage unless you're Samson, and you can only do 2 damage. So there's no way to kill this guy. What a start! All right. So, in that case, we are going to take... Oh my god. Okay, so Samson here. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to open this door just yet. I mean, maybe we just do. 1, 2, 3. Samson is just going to use all 3 moves to run away. I can't believe that. I think everybody might actually just do that. Since we can't really do anything, we're just going to have everybody move on this turn. So I can just reset the turn counters. Nobody else had a free move. I used Nelly first, and then, you know, she's going to have to spend 2 actions to move here, and then, you know, her free move to move here, and then another action to move here, or however combination of that is, she can wind up here at best next round. So, oh my goodness, I cannot believe this happened. You know what? Instead of moving there, 1, 2, 3. Let's have everybody come down here, now that I think about it, right? Because this way, we stand a good chance of being able to kill some guys, and then we have no humans, no survivors in line of sight of zombies except for from this spawn, right? Like they're blank, so they're just going to come this way. They can't see, so they're just going to go towards, you know, the nearest sound, I guess. So there's that. I cannot believe it. Okay, so the zombie phase, right? So here's turn order, right? You can see, and this is again from this amazing thing this person on Board Game Geek made up for us. I did write myself some notes on here. See, there it is, page 19. +1 action if leaving a zone with a zombie, per zombie, by the way, per zombie. And then stop if you enter a zone with a zombie, just so that I could remember those little rules. But here is the top of that page. So the player's phase, right? We did all of our actions, which was just walking. Complete waste, thanks to the abomination spawning immediately. And then it's the zombie phase. So zombies attack or move, then they spawn. So this abomination here, right? Look at this bad dude. Look at this guy. He's a monster, right? If anything, I should paint this guy. So he's going to move 1 zone this direction because line of sight is number 1, right? Sound would be number 2 because I'm going to leave our little sound token out here. So we have the abomination already on us. Again, poor Nelly here with the abomination. Then we spawn zombies, and so I'm going to go in this order. 1, 2, 3. Oh, man. You know what? I've always wanted to use these things, and I've never done it. Do I have? Yes, I have 5, I think. So these, just so that we remember the spawned order in case there's ever any question, I'm just going to put these little numbers right out here, just next to each spawn point. And then hopefully we won't have any more spawn points, but here we go. There we go. That way it's there's no mistakes. Okay, so number one, we're gonna spawn up here. We have one fatty. Wow, I'm drawing just great cards today. Wow, another fatty, right? So we're gonna. So again, fatties take 2 damage to kill, right? So here's the targeting rules: fatty, abomination. So the fatty is 2, the abomination has 3 hit points. The only person who can do 2 damage is Samson. And oh my god, another fatty. Well, currently, we have nothing but fatties on the board. Maybe we'll mark them. I'm going to try to find a way to do this so that you can tell what zombie is what. We're not going to mark me and everybody else here. I'm not going to mark the walkers, I don't think. They're not worth it, right? I don't think it's worth marking the walkers. Oh, look at that. So we have 3 fatties and an abomination out. What a start! Now it goes back to the player turn. So this would go away now. Our little noise token. That's not going to do any good for anybody here. I must have had it over here before. Okay. So this is one big room too. Now this is supposed to be easy, and I've gone and made this as hard as possible. It seems like. So let's just get Nelly out of the way right now, right? So she's going to blow 2. If it has to be whatever 2 actions to move out. There we go. It's 1 action plus 1 per zombie, so she's leaving. And then she has 2 more, so there's 1 and 2, and now she is with the party. Then we're going to have Samson take a step forward here just to engage this guy. And then we're going to do 1 combat. I don't know why I put that over there. To see what we can do here. Now here, take a look at his combat card. This is his hammer. The starting equipment cards are all gray on the back. That's how you can find them in the pile. And it's 1 die. I need to roll a 4 or better to do 2 points of damage, and it doesn't make any noise. And we've got a 6 again. Wow, you know what? This is the lucky die. We're just hanging on to that one. So we did manage to kill this zombie, which is good news. That is only 1 experience point. So that at least puts Samson on the board with 1 experience point. Sorry if there's any glare. I did what I could to try to minimize that, but it didn't work out very well. At least I got the glare off of there. So, okay. So Samson is now in the zone, I presume, with the 2 doors here. So since it's still his turn and he still has 1 action, he may as well attempt to open this door. And again, it's according to the weapon here, I need a 4 or better, and it does make some noise. So we're going to put a noise token there, and we're going to roll a 4 or better. No, we're going to roll a 3 and fail. So we did not open the door. Shocker, I know. Okay, so, well, let's see what we can do here. Nelly can't do anything. Silas cannot open doors with a bow, so Silas is going to go last. Baldric, I gave Baldric here Mana Blast, right? He's our mage kind of dude, so we're going to use that for that. So let me show you. These little player boards are awesome, by the way. I just wish you could have the character cards sleeved in there. So this is what Baldric looks like. He's a just monster. I love this guy. Okay. And we can dual wielding Mana Blast spells. It's so much fun. All right, so let's go ahead and say Clovis then here with a short sword. So Clovis is green. So 1 step into here is 1 action, and then a 2nd action to attempt to open the door. I don't think we need to worry about noise tokens. I think that's just going to happen. And then again, it's still a 4 or better to open the door. And we got a 5. Lucky us. We got a 5. So we managed to open the door. But with the doors comes zombies. And this looks like one big room to me. I don't think there's a... See, it's kind of hard because you're just supposed to know that this is a different zone than that. And if you look here, there's a line... delineating this from that, so I assume that this is 2 different zones. But indoors, this looks like one big zone, and this looks like a monster-sized zone, and this looks like 1 zone, so maybe this will be easy for us if we only have 1 spawn. No, we don't! It's a necromancer! Okay, so yeah. So we found the necromancer. So there's these guys, the necromancer right here. Okay, this is what they look like. And the necromancer comes with their own spawn point. Okay, so this is now spawn area number 4. I'm gonna go ahead and grab, oh yeah, I thought I had 7 of these for some reason. I guess I only have 5. Okay, so we're gonna say spawn zone number 4, and not only does the necromancer appear with their own spawn zone, but their spawn zone gets to spawn immediately a fatty. I can't believe it. So I can't really do anything now, right? Oh my god, are you serious? I can't do anything, right? Because our highest level guy is in the blue, so we just spawned a fatty, and the only guy who can kill fatties has already gone. Great. This is insanity. I don't even know how to handle all of this. So that's very good that we're all like, piled up on each other, but I don't think we can kill the Necromancer either. So the Necromancer's invincible at the moment. Oh my god, and he only has to walk one zone over to escape. This is like the worst case scenario. So the way the Necromancer is going to activate is he is going to walk into this spot right here, and if we don't kill him immediately, his next activation, he's going to leave the zone, making this a permanent spawn zone. And we can't go in there. Oh, we can just not shoot in there. We can walk in there and stab him, but then somebody gets hit by the fatty, and I don't want that to happen. Oh, yeah. So the way, yeah, this is bad. All right, so Clovis opened the door. So Clovis is just going to burn their last turn doing nothing, I guess. God, yeah, we literally can't do anything. We can have Anne can come... How far does Bloodlust go? So she has an ability called Bloodlust, which is amazing. Spend one action with the survivor. She moves up to 2 zones to a zone... Okay, that's our answer. So she can... use one action. This is, I love, Anne is just such a awesome character, right? So see, here's her card, and she has an ability called Bloodlust, melee. So she gets to move 2 zones and do a melee attack with one action, right? That's amazing. I feel like there's something else I need to know about it, though. Like line of sight is required or something here. Bloodlust. Spend one action with the survivor. She moves up to 2 zones to a zone containing at least 1 zombie. She then gains 1 free... action of whatever type. I feel like that's missing a detail, though. Let me just double check in the actual book here. Bloodlust. Spend 1 action. Let's see. She moves up to 2 zones to a zone containing at least 1 zombie. She then gains 1 free melee action. It doesn't say anything about line of sight. I thought for some reason it would. Okay. To a zone containing at least... You can't move diagonally. Okay, well that's fine. So is a Necromancer a zombie becomes the new question. I guess technically they're all zombies, so let's go ahead and go 1, 2. So she used 1 action to get in there. She gets to roll 1 die to attack the Necromancer, and we have to make this so that she can spend 2 actions to back out of there, right? So we need to roll a 4 or better because she has a short sword. We have a 6 again. I can't believe how many 6s I'm rolling. This 1 die is magic. Okay, so we killed a Necromancer. So what does that mean? That means we get 1 experience point. We get to then, we have our choice of which spawn zone we want to close. It doesn't have to be the one the Necromancer came with, right? We could close a spawn zone up here, which is, kind of not a bad idea. If we can run fast enough, let's play around with it. Let's just see what happens. Let's do that. Let's just change the game. Let's go 1, and then this becomes spawn zone number 2, and then this becomes spawn zone number 3, right? Okay, I like it. Let's just mess with the game a little bit and see. So this is now, we're closing this spawn zone because we killed that Necromancer. But that might make this really hard because the density of creatures, of zombies down here is going to be very high. And we still have things to do in this zone, and we can't go monkeying around here just yet. So let's go ahead and spend 2 actions to get Anne out of there. And yeah, I know this isn't going well for me at all. This is not how I wanted this to go down. We still have to get in here and flip this thing over somehow. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to manage that. I'm going to get rid of our little noise token since it's obvious where all the zombies are going anyway. I don't know if I want to open this door just yet. I feel like we need to. So let's have... Oh, Clovis is still standing there, right? Clovis could have tried to knock open that door. Well, I didn't do it at the time, so I can't do it now. So let's go. Oh, and these 2 guys can't open doors. So they're both going to use just 1 move to step down in there, and then we're done. I'm just going to call it good. So I'm just going to reset our little trackers here so I know who hasn't activated on the future round. Now, all zombies are going to activate once. So you're going to move 1 space, you're going to move 1 space, you're going to move 1 space, and this guy's going to move into the space with the party. Now, that doesn't mean that they get a free attack. That we would have to have a card that says something like, all fatties get another activation. So we're going to go to our new spawn zone number 1 and put in a runner. My goodness, okay. This is brutal. So we have a runner, so maybe we'll use this for the runners. So we know that this guy, they activate 2 times when they activate. Spawn zone number 2 right on us is a runner, so we're going to have to kill this runner immediately, right? And then we can attack the fatty. I can't remember the order for it, so... well, in Melee, you get to choose your target. I keep thinking of, like... Silas shooting into a group. And then our third zone is going to be a walker. Finally, a normal, regular, level 1 basic zombie, finally. How many cards did I go through before I drew a single walker? Look at this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My 10th card was finally a walker. I can't believe it. Okay, so it's the party's turn again, and so let's just start off with Samson attacking the fatty, right? This is going to be the determining factor of the entire round, so we may as well just get this out of the way right now. So let's go ahead and roll. We have a 4, which is a hit. That's good. So we were able to kill the fatty, thank goodness. And the fatty is going to give Samson 1 experience point, giving him 2. Now, Samson can still do some stuff, like attempt to kill the runner. So we're going to use a second action here. We're going to roll. We missed, and we're going to do a third action of attacking that same runner. We hit. Okay, good. So now Samson is up to 3 experience points, and now the party is free and clear. I dig it. Okay, no, that's pretty good now. Okay, so Samson is done. Let's have our next best bet. Oh, Nelly, poor Nelly. All right, so Nelly has 1 action to come with the party, 1 action to walk in here, and oh no, maybe not. Maybe 1 action to go with the party. Let's do this here. So let's have Silas shoot in here. Line of sight rule says I can see in there, right? I can see 1 room into a building. So Silas, the red guy, is going to shoot in there because Silas has a very good chance of hitting, right? Silas has the short bow. There it is. I need a 3 or better to hit to do 1 point of damage. I can do it I can do 0 or range 1. However, +1 to dice roll on a ranged attack. So we only need a 2 or better, and we got a 5. So Silas took out this walker, gains 1 experience point, and there we go. Good. So now this is what's going to happen. Silas is going to use their second action to walk in there, and a third action to go ahead and take the objective, red. So we're just going to remove that from the game and give him 5 experience, putting him at 6. All right. Now, that's very good news that we didn't spawn... Oh, it would have been kind of nice to spawn a necromancer right there, though, if we found the laboratory that we're looking for, because the abomination's already out here, because I don't want it to spawn a free abomination on us. Now, let's go ahead and have Nelly use her 1 to join the party, and then 1 to attack that door. She needs a 4 or better, right? Yes. And again, we're making all the noise. Okay, so we failed. So door again. There it is. So we opened a door, and what do we have inside? In here we have a walker. Oh, good. You know what? I probably just somehow exhausted all the cards. Oh, no! And then, so over here... so here's what happened. We spawned a walker. I think this is 1 big room. Just from the looks of it, this is just 1 big room. There's nothing that says this is separate, so that's how I'm playing it. But then we drew this card for this is connected through here. So then there's this 1 big room, double spawn, right? So spawn 2 zombie cards in the next zone. Now what that means is it's going to roll back over to this, and we draw 2 cards. So we have 2 walkers, okay, and then we have 2, 1 runner. Okay, so there we are. Now, not as good a situation as we had a second ago, but you know we're gonna make it work somehow here. And I really wish I could get Silas out of there, but I wanted to get that exploration point while we could. So let's have Baldric go up next. Baldric has an ability called Spellcaster, and Spellcaster says the survivor has 1 extra free action. This action may only be used for a magic action or an enchantment action. So this is Mana Blast. That sounds like a spell to me. So we're going to go ahead and use that as our blue token. That's our free spell, right? So that's, again, it's just his attack 4 or better. I'm going to shoot into this room here. And when you attack with range, I know I kept saying this about hit priority. It's targeting priority 1. So we're not going to get to kill the runner with a ranged attack until we can kill all of the walkers in there, right? Unless we just wade into it, right? So there's our first magic blast. We killed a walker for Baldric, and then Baldric is going to do it again. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do all of his actions to do the same thing. So I'm just going to roll 3 dice And if any of them are hits, it's walkers first, right? Just to speed this up a little bit. So we got 2 hits and a miss, right? So that's 2 more walkers dead, 2 more experience, puts him at 3. And then the last shot he took would have been against the runner, and he missed with a 2. Right? Okay, so that's all right. Now, who do we still have? We still have Anne, who is just such a monster. So Anne is going to go ahead and use Bloodlust. Charging in there. She gets her 1 die to roll a 4 or better. Let's see it. No. Okay, so we're going to do another melee attack here. We have a 3. Oh, no. We're going to do another melee attack. Come on. Oh, my goodness. And just whoosh, whoosh, whiff after whiff after whiff. Okay. And the reason you don't want to shoot into a zone when you're attacking with range is because if you miss, you hit your own guys. So that's no good, right? So who do we have left? This is down to Clovis. So Clovis is going to go ahead and run in here. Right? Now Clovis is going to attack, and Clovis's ability is +1 die for melee attack. So we're going to roll 2 dice, and only one of them needs to be a 4 or better. We've got ourselves a 5 and a 6. All right, so we killed the runner. That's 1 experience point for Clovis. And now here, Clovis is in here. We can go ahead and flip this over. It's going to be the end of the round. I don't want to do that just yet, and I kind of think that maybe our best bet is going to be to search. Now, you can only search with each guy 1 time on their turn, right? And you can only search indoors. So Silas here needs to be searching and running, but Silas is going to have guys on him in a minute here. But Clovis has 1 action, so Clovis is going to search. We're going to draw an equipment, and we have leather armor, so that's really good, right? Armor 5+, right? So we're going to equip Clovis with the armor. See, it fits that sleeved card, and then we're done. So all of our survivors are finished here. Now, I would love to hear if anybody out there plays Zombicide like I do. Like once in a while, you just need to play something dumb. You don't want to use your brain too much. You know, you're not wanting to do the Excel spreadsheet the game, no Euro. You know, you just kind of want to just see what happens and killing zombies, right? That's always fun. Even if the mechanics are not the best, they're good enough. So I feel like I'm talking a lot of trash about Zombicide here. Okay. So we're done. Let's go ahead and move some zombies now. So all we got left is this guy's going to move this way, 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 and then once everybody has moved, they get a second activation. All runners do. So we're going to go there. Oh, maybe we don't have the same icon for 2 different guys, huh? There we go. How about that? Okay, this is our big bad, right? Okay, so now time to spawn some jerks. So number 1, we are going to spawn a walker. Number 2, spawning on the party is a necromancer. Yeah, it just occurred to me I've probably made a huge mistake here, because if a necromancer spawned down here, they only have to walk 1 room over. Oh no. Okay, so as we just got to witness, you can tell I play Zombicide a lot, right? I should have known that was going to happen. We're going to plant that guy right there, and then he's even on a spot. He does have to move. I think it can't be in their spawn zone though. So maybe somebody just lives right here the whole time and is on Necromancer patrol, right? Oh, then we have to spawn for the Necromancer. We have a double spawn, so nothing is going to spawn in the Necromancer zone, but that means we're going to draw 2 cards over here. So we are going to draw a Walker and nothing. Wow, finally. Okay, right, so that's what we drew. Nothing in sight and a Walker, not in that order though. Okay, so not so bad. It goes back to the party. This is a bit fabulous that we actually have very few zombies on the board for what's happening here. So I think we're going to have Silas attack this guy in his own zone. So we're just going to have Silas shoot this walker first. I rolled a 1. I needed a 2 or better, so Silas missed. You can't shoot yourself, so then we're going to shoot again. We just need a 2 or better. There it is. Okay, so Silas killed a walker. Silas, you're right here. So Silas is now... Ooh, is that a 7? Silas gets to level up. Has to. That gives Silas 1 extra action, meaning I need 1 of these. Unfortunately, that also means that when we're spawning zombies, we have to look at the card, on the yellow section now. So in this case, right, instead of having nothing in sight, we would have had 2 fatties spawn. So the game just got... considerably more difficult for the party here. All right, Silas. So Silas still has 2 actions, which is pretty great. I was going to have him search, but I want him away from the spawn zone. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and have him join the party with his his bad self, right? Okay, so there's that. Then I think, since we're already in the yellow, there's nothing I can do. I think we're going to have Samson use one move to come in with the party, and a second action to flip over the objective token, which is just a red one. There was nothing there. So he's going to gain 5 experience, taking him all the way to 8. Also giving him another action. For all of the heroes, it looks like yellow, or survivors they call them. It's +1 action. You know what? I should just keep this thing down here. Okay, well, everybody's going to get one, so maybe I'll just pull 4 and just kind of set them off to the side, like I did all the other colors, except for the one I'm going to use the most, of course. Okay, so here we go. There's that done. Okay, so now Samson, what, moved, searched, but then he gained an action. So he actually has 2 more, so he could go 1. Man, and there's a whole other thing right there. Do we have him flip that or attempt to open the door, right? So this is the little vault door which would lead to this yellow vault room up here. Or do we just like juice his experience, even though, because I want somebody to do 3 points of damage. So maybe his third action is going to be to flip that thing over. Let's just see what happens. It is not the blue one. That's kind of a bummer. But he goes now from what I say, 8 to 13 experience points. And he is now finished. Now we definitely need to take care of business here. Yeah, I've made a mistake. Having these things so close together did not occur to me. So there is a fix, though. I believe that there is a fix for what I've caused here. So let's go ahead and let's have Nelly, who's in the zone here, go ahead. Oh no, she's done. It looks like she did stuff, and I don't remember what now, but her stuff was all stacked up. So who? Oh, I'm sorry, not Nelly. That was Silas. So Nelly here. Let's have Nelly attack the Necromancer. So we need a 4 or better. Nope. We're gonna do it again. Nope. We're gonna do it again. Boom. Dead Necromancer. Okay. So here's the fix. So the 1 experience point for Nelly, and the zone I'm going to choose to close is actually going to be this one. And the reason for that is because now we're going to always have, I mean, basically, I want to never visit this side of the board again, right? Because there's so much going on down here. So we have spawns number 2 and number 3 down here on this part. Oh my. But the thinking is this. If a Necromancer spawns, here, they have to leave their zone and go to the next closest spawn point, which was 1 zone over. That's terrible. This way, it's in the same zone, so any Necromancer would have to come over here now, okay? That bought me a bit of time to go chase them down. Because if a Necromancer escapes off the board, their spawn point becomes permanent, and we lose the game after we have 6 on the board, and we would spawn a 7th, I believe, is the rule for that. The idea is never let that happen. Okay, so Nelly can only use her free move action, because it took so many swings to kill that very limber Necromancer. Now, we need to get this door open. So we're going to send in 1, 2, 3. We're going to send in, who can still go here? Anne can go 1 and then 2 to try to open the door. We need a 4 or better. We got a 1. We're going to attempt to open no, we're going to search. She is going to search. We found a repeating crossbow. Okay, so she has no real use for that. And I guess I can just equip this, right? So you can have 5 things in your backpack, but this, it doesn't say it like she can, so now she has a ranged weapon, it looks like, right? She got a sword and a crossbow she can just whip out. That's fantastic. Who's left here? So Baldric can't open doors, so Clovis here is going to use 1 action to move over, 1 action to search. Place 1 standard walker in the zone you just searched. Fabulous. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so that's the discard pile. So I guess instead of opening the door, Clovis is going to swing. We need a 4 or better to kill that walker. We rolled a 1. This die is a 6 or a 1, huh? Okay, that's terrible because poor Baldric here, if he shoots in that zone, he's going to miss. So instead, we're going to go 1. 1, and then he's going to search, and then 1 and move, right? So his search action in here is a crossbow, okay? And then we're calling it good. Basically, the idea is this guy, this walker here, is going to attack somebody in the party, and we have 2 people in here that essentially have armor. So that's okay. So the heroes are done. The survivors, I like calling them heroes. Okay, so the survivors are done. Off to the zombies, and it's movement first, right? So we're going to go 1, because this is the closest path, and they can hear all the noise we're making. 1, 1, 1, and then this guy's going to move 1, and then 2, okay? Then we're going to do a bunch of spawns. So we're going to do spawn number 1. Up here we have 2 runners now, because we're on the yellow. So here's 2 runners, and we're going to use these things. I might have to abandon the idea of these things because there's going to be a point here where we have a lot of zombies on the board. Here's 3 walkers. 1, 2, 3. That's for just the top spawn. The bottom spawn is going to be 2 more walkers. Okay, so we have 5 walkers in that zone right there. Because remember, we're doing yellow now. Oh my. All right. Then attacks happen, right? I forgot to do the attack. I did the spawning before I did the attack. So it was move, then attack, then spawn. So I'm sorry. This guy gets to attack. We get to assign who they attack. Let's have them attack Clovis. Clovis has armor on. The reason why I'm going to do this is because I can actually show you. So Clovis gets attacked once, meaning Clovis gets to roll a die and takes no damage if we roll not a 4. So Clovis is going to take their first wound, and each survivor can only, once they hit their 3rd wound, they are dead. That was my best bet, is to just have a single die roll to see if somebody did not get hit. Okay, so here we go. So now we still have to kill this jerk somehow. Let's go ahead and have Clovis get their revenge. So Clovis needs a 4 or better to attack that walker. And kill. Good deal. 1 dead walker. We are up to 2 experience points now. Yay! Then Clovis is going to search the zone. Right? We may as well. And this time we found... It's too bad there's not a single card in this game that I've ever seen that says, like, heal. Gain 1 experience point. We found some salted meat. So Clovis goes up to 3. So Clovis can no longer search on Clovis's turn, so we're going to have Clovis attempt to open the door. He is going to need a 4 or better... Of course. Okay, because doors are hard to open in this world. So let's go ahead and have... Who else can open a door? Anne here. Let's have Anne attempt to open a door with her sword. I guess she tries to pry it open. We need a 4 or better. We got a 6. We're in. Now, the great thing about these... Oh, by the way, these things are awesome. These plastic ones, that's actually recessed. I know you can't see it. Maybe you can. It's actually recessed. It's really cool. Of course, the door, the lid is not raised, though. That's funny. No, it's not. That's too bad. It should have been raised, a thickness. Okay. So, maybe it... Oh, God, I don't think... Anyway, so now we have access to this room here, and zombies don't spawn in these things here. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. What do we got? What we need to do is find out what that is. So Anne still has 2 actions. So 1 action, she's going to come down here. And a 3rd action, she's going to grab, yellow. We have, oh, how funny, the Bang Staff. Okay, so this is what she got. So this is not from the original Black Plague. It's a vault item. You may re-roll all ranged attacks once with this weapon. The new result takes the place of the previous one. So this is better than her crossbow? Yeah, let me see. It goes a far... yeah, sure. I guess. This crossbow is actually kind of sick now that I look at it. You get to roll 3 dice, and you need 5 or better to hit. But on the Bang Staff here, which I'm going to call the Boomstick, I'm certain, is roll 2 dice. You need 3 or better to hit, and you can re-roll all those dice if need be. So she has to put this in her backpack. Okay, so I'm just going to... I don't like standing them up because I'm going to hit them, so I'm going to lay them down. That's how we know I'm going to put our backpack items sideways. You can only have 5 backpack items, okay? So Anne's all done. Well done. Now, let's go ahead and... We're going to have Nellie use 1 action to go in here with the party, 1 action to search. Oh my God. So we found a zombie. I don't know what they're doing in there, so I guess she's going to have to attack now. 4 or better, here we go. Of course not. So she's going to attack again. There we go. Dead walker. Okay, so now she has 2 experience points. Go, Nelly. Dang, that's a bummer. Okay, so who's this? Silas, the man. So let's have Silas just go... I mean, we can just run. This isn't about killing zombies necessarily. So let's have Silas go 1. Oh, Silas can't... Let's not do Silas then. Let's do... Who's left? Baldric? No, it's down to Samson. So Samson's going to go 1 action to walk. And then attempt to open the other end of the vault, which is up here, right? We got to run away from these zombies. We failed. We're going to try it again. Oh no. Excuse me. What do we got here? We got a 1, 2? A 2. We failed. And a 3. I really want to open this door. Okay, so we opened the door. Unfortunately, we spawned a bunch of zombies, though, right? So the first one is going to be 1 runner. Uh-oh. And the second one is going to be a double spawn. This was the worst case scenario, because now we roll back to the first room and another double spawn. So wait a second now. How does this work? I think we have to do the first card in here as a fatty. Oh my god. And then over here we have to draw 2 more cards now. I think that's how that works. So, and another double spawn. Right, and then this one's an activation for all standard runners. So now this runner is going to come down here. This runner is going to get 1 more action to come here. And these guys are going to get a free action to move up here. And then we have another double spawn. Oh my god. I've actually lost track of what room that was now. So now I think it's these, right? So we're going to go a fatty and another double spawn. Are you serious? Okay, so we're going to draw 2 cards for this room. So we're going to do a all standard fatties and 3 walkers. So all standard fatties. So this guy's going to come down here. And then we've got any more fatties. This guy's going to get to move, and that guy's going to get to move. Wow, that sucked. Wow, that sucked. I shouldn't have opened that door. Okay, so here's what's going to happen now. Man, right, because poor Samson's just going to get just ganged up on, and we have nobody who can actually go do anything now that doesn't put us all in grave danger. So somebody's going to take a damage. There's nothing I can do about it. Let's have Silas go 1, 2 to come down here, and then Silas is going to use his short bow to try to shoot the... Oh, how does that work? I can't shoot the runner. Then I can't do it because the fatty's going to protect the runner. So that doesn't make any sense to do that. So Silas is going to stay right where they are, and probably... Let's take at least 2 shots into this group right here. Let's do that. So let's roll just 2 dice. I'm just going to shoot in here once and then twice just to see what happens. And I need 2s or better. So I failed once and I killed 1 walker. Okay. That puts us at 8, right? I did that because now I have to decide, do I shoot once and run, or do I shoot twice and run? Let's go ahead and... No, let's just run away twice. So 1, 2, we'll put Silas down here with those guys. This is not going as well as I thought. Let's have Baldric, I think, are the last one with actions. Baldric is going to search in this zone first, so that'll be 1 action there. And that gave us a lightning bolt combat spell. Okay, well that's pretty cool. Except for that guy has a crossbow. I can shoot up to 2 zones away. 1, 2. With the crossbow, that's 0 to 3, so maybe that's a little bit better. That's only 1 die and needs a 4 or better. The crossbow, does 2 damage. So somehow lightning bolt is less good than the crossbow. So the crossbow here, let me pull this back up on the screen. This is actually pretty great. So the crossbow, actually, you know what? We can swap out Mana Blast with Lightning Bolt because it's like a slightly better version of it. It's all the same stats other than it shoots a better distance. So yeah, let's do that. You get a free rearrange your stuff action when you search, right? But this crossbow is pretty sweet, actually. So here's what we're going to do now. So that was action number 1 with Baldric. Baldric has this blue token which says, Spellcaster, I can do Lightning Bolt into this room for free. And since that's all that's in there, let's go ahead and roll 1 die and get a 4 or better. And the range is 0 to 3, so it's 1, 2. Let's go ahead and get a 4 or better. We got a 5, so we killed another walker for Baldric. All right, there's that. And then Baldric still has 2 actions. I don't really think it's... And we don't have line of sight between here and here. So it's just safe to shoot into here. So maybe we just have Baldric do that again. Oh, we can use the crossbow now. Okay, that blue one had to be a spell. So I'm just going to shoot twice, I guess, right? So we'll do 1 action, and it's 2 dice, and it's range 1 to 2. So 1, 2, right? So he's here. He can't use the crossbow in the zone he's in, but we can certainly shoot into the street. So 1 is a 1. That's a miss. Are you kidding me? We missed and missed with 1s. Great. We're going to do it again. And we've got, wow, this sucks. We missed every single... I guess the mage is not great with the... He's not handy with the crossbow, if you know what I mean. Okay, so let's... I think that's it. All the heroes are done. All right, well, that's unfortunate, but here we go. All right, now, zombies are going to activate. Now, activations are going to be move and then attack. So move is going to be... These guys are going to move this direction. Oh, no. That's right. This is open. I forgot. They're going to move down with us. They're going to move down here. This guy's going to move... this way. Oh, maybe this guy wouldn't have gone down. This guy would have gone up. I got to count now, actually. Because would this guy have gone down or up? The more noise, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this guy would have came this way, I guess. And then these guys are all going to go this way. This guy's going to get 2 activations. So 1, 2. These guys are going to get 1 activation, 1 activation, 2 activations, and then... oh, that's another fatty up there. Did I ever move this guy? I don't know. Okay. I don't think I actually did, right? So now we have a fatty. Oh, and I forgot. It's hard to remember to mark these. I don't usually do this, right? So these are 2 fatties and this guy. Okay. So that's what this looks like. So we had... Now we got to do the attacks. And the attacks, there was only 1 fatty and 1 runner down here. So I guess... they both attack Samson, who, if you remember, has Ironhide. And Ironhide says, make armor rolls with a 5+ armor value, even if he doesn't wear any armor. So we're going to take 1 point of damage and resist the other. Okay, zombies are only doing 1 damage, so that's no big deal. It doesn't matter which one that came from. That's what happened. And then that runner gets to activate again. And since they were already in that zone, here comes another attack against Samson, and we're going to not take the damage. Good deal. Okay. Forgot all about that second attack. Okay, so I think that's it for zombies. Let's go ahead and spawn some. So over here, we have a necromancer. Dude. Okay. So there's that, and there's this. And then we're going to have a spawn for the necromancer place of 2 walkers. Okay. And then down here for number 2, we're going to have 4 walkers. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to have another spawn of 3 walkers. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's, you know, I can't believe it. So one of the really upsetting things about this game is that you can only search 1 time in a room, you know, per guy. And the only way that you can do 3 points of damage to an entire zone is if you can find a torch and the dragon bile. And you see that I'm not finding that. I'm not finding, you know, anything great here. Okay, so we have a big problem. Let's have Samson attempt to kill off some fatties. So I'm going to do 2 swings. It doesn't matter. I'm going to attack twice melee. I need a 4 or better. So we got 2 fatties down. Look at that. He happens to be the only one who can kill fatties. In melee, anyway. We do have a crossbow that does 2 damage now, right? So it's 2 more experience, puts us up to 15. He has 2 more actions. Let's go ahead and attack the runner. We need a 4 or better. There's a dead runner. That's 1 more experience point. Okay. Now the problem here is that I don't want to have... That was a 3rd attack. I don't want... Well, he doesn't really have a choice. Let's move... Oh god, there's a bunch of dudes in there still. I forgot there's walkers in there. So let's have him attack a walker then. I forgot. I couldn't even really see them. There's 3 of them in there. So he's going to attack a walker, 4 or better, he misses. Okay, so that was it for Samson. Now we've got her in there. Anne. Anne is in there. So Anne is going to go ahead... Dang it. Let's not have Anne do it. Who else is in there? Clovis. No. Okay, so let's have... This is an absolute disaster. Let's have... There's no good way to do this. Let's have... yeah, let's have Anne attack those three guys in there. And the problem is I don't want her to blow anybody's face off, right? So because she has all these ranged attacks and everything, let's just have her do 3 melee swings right in there. Right? I'm just gonna roll all 3 dice against those 3 guys. We're just gonna do 3 melee swings. 4s or better are gonna kill. We've got 1 dead, 2 dead. Oh, please kill. Yes, and 3 dead. Wow, the dice are actually kind of with me today. Okay, so she's going to go from 1 to 4 experience points. Those are 3 dead walkers back here. There they are. Yes. Okay, now that's fabulous, but she's done now. However, 1, 2... Where's he at? Okay, can we... This is dangerous. Can we... How lucky are we feeling? Let's send Baldric in 1, 2. That's 2 moves. And then he has a 3rd move to use the... Oh! He can't do that. Hold the phone. He can't do that. It's range 1 or 2, and I can't shoot up those stairs. You don't have line of sight. Oh, man. So that's no good. So again, it comes down to Samson. Samson is the only one who can do anything. Okay. So turns out we have a new plan. Let's go ahead and hold the line. Let's have Silas then use 1 action to come back up top here, and then 1 action to search. Oh, he found a hammer just like Samson. How exciting. Which does 2 damage, which is fabulous, except for... Can I make this work somehow? I got it. So then Silas is going to use another action to do a trade action with Nellie. So Nellie is going to just get this hammer. Okay. So she's got a hammer and a... No, she's going to give the short sword and have only the hammer. It's no different. It's just better, right? Like it's the exact same stats. Okay. No, I like it. Good. Silas still has 1 action. Silas is going to shoot his little bow into this room? Question mark? No. Silas is going to run back downstairs. Okay. Thumbs up. Let's go ahead, and now we will have Nellie use her free action or her free walking action to come down here. Then she's going to use another action to walk up these stairs. And guess who has a hammer? Then she's going to attempt to attack this jerk. She gets 1 die roll, needs a 4 or better to do 2 points of damage. Boom. Okay, so now we've got a dead fatty. All right. Things are coming together now, right? Let's go ahead and give her 1 experience point. So she's at 3 now. I know it's hard to see. And then, oh, yes. Question is, do we risk flipping that thing, or do we just... Let's just have her search. Let's just have her search, because we have to keep searching to find the stuff we need. Water. Discard this card, gain 1 experience point. Okay, so that's good for her. She's up to 4 now. Card is discarded. Okay, I don't want to flip that thing over at the end of my round. I want to do it like at the beginning of a turn, maybe? Well, we've still got some people who are alive here, yeah? We have a problem, though. We have a necromancer out here, and we can't really get to him unless... Targeting priority, necromancers are last. Oh, man. Unless we open that door somehow, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys are kind of equally far apart. I might have messed up the pathing on some of these a little bit. Hopefully I didn't. But I don't want to open that door. God, I think we're just going to bum rush this, I think, as best we can. Let's have green go 1, 2. There's 2 actions down for Clovis. Now we can still have Clovis search. Yeah, let's just have Clovis search. I don't want to ruin what we've got. Let's start out next turn. Clovis found a speed enchantment. Ooh, what does that say here? Once per turn, select a survivor in a zone without zombies. They may immediately perform a free move action up to 2 zones. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we're done there, and that leaves us with just Baldric, who I want to move at least 1 space. So let's go ahead and use his free magic attack to shoot into here to just kill off one of these guys. So I need a 4 or better. We got a 3, so we missed. Of course we did. Then I've got, let's just do one, let's see, 1 crossbow shot into this room here is 2 dice. I need a 4 or better. So we've got 1 hit and 2 hits. So we killed 2 walkers. Okay, so we go from 4 to 6. Let's do it again. Same deal into this room. And this time, yeah, it's walkers and then the runner. Okay, so what would we get? Oh, we got 2 1s. Why? Oh, no. I mean, I guess we flee. We run away. We're going to come down here in this room where we can't search. That stinks. I guess everybody's done now. So we're going to just reset, 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 reset. God, I can't believe I rolled 2 1s there. Reset. Oh. Don't forget. Okay, cool. Now, zombies are going to do some moving. Now, I've got to not mess this up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this guy's definitely going that direction. These guys, if they go here, it's 1. This guy's definitely 1, 2 away, right? So I think that is the closest for these guys. But these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so their second move will be right there, here. Here, this guy's going to go 1, 2 and be right up on us. You, and then all of you are now in this room. Oh, gosh. Oh, what I would give for some dragon fire in this room now. Oh, my word. Okay, so now we got to draw 2 spawns up here. So we're going to do 1. I don't know if I'm messing up the order. Are you supposed to do like 1, 2, 3, and then that 4? I don't really know. Let's go 1. So we have 2 walkers. I'm going to just do it that way. It's probably wrong, but then I'm going to do, because this is now in, like if we're doing like, pretend it's like clockwise order, right? Let's just stick with that. Then we're going to go, this guy is a double spawn, of course. So we're going to double spawn on what I'm considering to be number 2 down here. So we're going to draw 2, and we have an abomination and a necromancer, which is great because that just means they get an extra activation. But then we still have number 3 down here to spawn 4. We have 2 fatties. Okay. So that was bad because I don't want that necromancer to escape the board, but I'm also kind of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So he has to go from here to here. So we have 5 turns. I mean, we could rush out here and try to kill him. That's an option, right? Also an option is getting the last 3 objectives. And then remember, we still have to kill an abomination somehow before we can be done with this game. So I don't know what to do, but we're gonna find out here. Oh, you know what I left? I left his little X over there. There we go. Okay. Dang. Dang. Okay, so yeah, I like having no spawns up here, right? Because this kind of buys us just a second, and then without these doors open, I'm kind of making a maze for the zombies to follow the sounds of, right? And hopefully I didn't mess up the order. I probably did somewhere, right? The way these guys move is I think it's line of sight trumps all, first of all. Then they go to sound. And I think they go to closest sound and then most sound, right? I think that's how it works. I should probably figure that out. Spawning, activation. You'd think I'd have it written here. Is it on here? Nope. Oh, man, I thought I had it written down somewhere. Same attack didn't move. Then they move. Each zombie favors visible survivors, then noise, and necromancers have special rules. Shortest path to the thing. Yeah. Oh, here it actually says play clockwise. Okay, well that's good to know. Yeah, you know what? I kind of want to find out now because I think I've got it wrong. So I'm just going to take a quick second to figure out. Activation. Okay, you were here. I knocked over my fatties. All right, let's see here. Activation. So there is zombie phase, attack. Oh, it's attacks and then move. So I had that completely backwards too. That makes more sense because then it's easier to track. So it's attack and then move. I'm sorry for that. Move. Where does it talk about noise in here? They select their destination zone. First is the zone with survivors in line of sight that has the most noise tokens. If no survivor is visible, they move towards the noisiest zone. Okay. Distance doesn't matter. A zombie always goes to noisiest he can see or hear. Okay, noisiest. So I had that all wrong. Sorry about that. Okay, so all right, back to our turn. We just spawned a whole bunch of dudes here, but that's okay. I've made like a little maze for these guys, right? Now, and even if this guy winds up making a permanent spawn here, to get into where I'm trying to go is I'm trying to open this door, right? I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for us. So who do I want to get the 5 experience points? It actually might be Anne. It actually might be Anne. So let's have Anne go... Oh, no, she's in there with a zombie. So let's have somebody kill that zombie first. So Samson is going to attack the zombie in there. It's a runner. Oh, look at that. We killed a runner. Okay, good deal. 1 experience point for Samson, and that puts him at 17. So he's 2 away from orange. Then I guess he has 3 more actions, so we'll go 1, and search is 2. Oh my god. I'm so sick and tired of drawing these things. Oh, did I put... You know what I probably did? I tend to put those cards in the wrong stack. Yeah, it's right here. I knew that would happen. Was there another one? I tend to always end up putting those in the wrong stack. I think that's it. Okay. That is not a zombie card. It's an equipment card. Okay, so now there's a standard walker in there, so I guess he's going to use his last thing to try to kill it. I need a 4 or better, and we've got ourselves a 3. So I can't believe that happened. How stupid. Okay, so Anne, I guess I could just Bloodlust Anne up here. That's 1 activation. Where is she? Down here. Then she gets a free attack with her short sword, 4 or better. Nope. And then she's going to attack again. Nope. And I guess, dang it. Well, she's not going to get the... Oh, no, 1. I can't kill this 1 stupid walker. Are you serious? All right, Clovis, you do it. Clovis, I need a 4 or better. There we go. My God. 1 experience point. Okay, you know what? And then I'm just going to go... So he's at 4. I'm going to have Clovis go ahead and flip this thing. Right, just to get it done with. It is not the blue one, but it's still 5 experience, so we go from 4 to 9. Clovis gets an extra ability now, or an extra activation. So we're going to have Clovis then move over to this nearby room here, and then attempt, that's that, and do 1 attempt to open the door, which is again a 4 or better. Oh, we got a 6. Okay, and that did make noise. I got to do a better job of keeping track of my noise. Now, you don't spawn zombies outdoors, right? So there's that. That's good. We've got a door open, but we need to open this door, and then you can see a flood of zombies are going to spawn. But that's okay, see? I'm setting them up for the fall here, right? Okay, so we need to send Anne in there. No, Anne went because she whiffed every attack. So let's... Who can open a door? Those 2 can't. That leaves us Nelly. So Nelly is going to use her 1 move action, or free, then a move action, then an attempt to open a door on a 4 or better. Yep, still the same deal. And then that is... Oh, good. Okay, so that does make a noise. It also spawned a whole ton of jerks. Okay, so let's do this. So we're going to go here, 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 here. Okay, so up here we have 3 walkers. Oh dear. Here we have 1 fatty. Uh-oh. Here we have all standard walkers to get an activation. So they're going to walk here. This guy's going to walk here, here, here. This guy goes down and joins, dang it, the party, and all of these guys, I guess, are going to go over here now, because the most noise is that's 2, 2, 2, and 2. So I guess it's still closest, yeah? Okay. That sucked. All right, so what was that? That was there. Then here is going to be a necromancer, just gets an extra move. That stinks. Then here is going to be, oh my god, the necromancer again. Then here is going to be 1 runner. Okay. Then here is going to be a double spawn in this room. And I think you're supposed to draw 2. And then, yeah, okay. So it's 4 walkers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all standard walkers get another activation, right? So, oh, this is terrible because they're going to move out that way. They're going to move this way. They're going to move this way. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's pretty close. We're going to say that guy's going that way. But then all of these guys get to just dogpile on our party down here. Ah, that sucks. And then poor Nelly just got attacked 3 times. So she could die. Oh, she has no armor. She died. So Nelly just got killed. Just like that. 3 damage in one go. She had our hammer and opened a door and just got mauled. So yeah, that's terrible. That's unfortunate. Wow. Not happy. Okay, so let's... God, and we haven't even... that was a lot of zombie spawns. All right, so what do we do now? Because these guys were going to come upstairs and shoot into this first room and buy us some time. And instead, they're screwed now is the deal, yeah? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zombies in there. And of course those guys are ranged. They're all walkers, though. So maybe our best bet is to have... So the short bow can shoot range 0. So I'm going to roll just all 4 actions. So I'm just going to roll 4 dice. And 2s or better kill zombies. And any zombie skull faces you see are going to hit Baldric. Four dead zombies. Okay, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dead walkers. Good job, Silas. That's 4 experience, taking you up to 12. Okay, now the only person who has yet to activate is Baldric. And Baldric has a lightning bolt spell. He needs a 4 or better. I mean, he's going to kill Silas, but I kind of don't have a choice, right? So we're going to use all 4 of his... well, let's do one at a time. So we're going to do our free... spell casting action. I need a 4 or better, so we whiffed and we hit Silas. Okay, great. We're going to do it again. Okay, we killed a zombie this time, so there's that. But that also pushes him over to the yellow, which gives him an extra action. So now he has 3 more shots, and there's 3 more zombies in there. So let's go 1 more. We're going to shoot. Again, we need a 4 or better. We got a 5. Okay, so that's 1 more dead zombie. 1 more experience points. We're going to do it again. Don't kill Silas, man. Yes, a 6. Okay, so that's another dead walker. Oh my goodness. That's at 9. So we just need to kill 1 more zombie. So our last attack is a 4. Thank goodness. Wow, okay. That could have been really, really bad. Okay, so, I mean, we took some hits. Okay, so everybody's done. So I'm going to reset all of our tokens here. And now all zombies are going to activate. And activate is, sorry, I had it wrong. It's attack first. So there's no zombies in zones with people to attack. And so now it's going to be all, everybody moves, right? So these guys are going to move up here. These guys are going to move here. These guys are going to move twice. So 1, 2, may as well just do it now. Here and here. And then, oh my god, these guys are going to move twice, so they're going to be up here, and then you're going to move once here, you're going to move up here, 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 here. I assume these guys are going here, and oh no, the abomination down here. Oh my god, we were supposed to just run through this. Now, 2 spawns up here, so we're going to do number 1 is 2 fatties. 1, 2. The Necromancer spawn zone is 3 walkers. Okay. And then we're going to do number 2 here is 1 fatty. We're still on the orange. I mean, the yellow, right? Yeah, nobody's beyond yellow yet. We're really close with Samson, though. And then we have 4 walkers down here as well. Okay. So, not the end of the world. Oh, that was the last card. Okay, so I got to shuffle these. And now it's our turn. So, oh, that stinks about the... fat guy down there, the not the fatties, the other guys, the abomination, right? Because now they can't get out without burning 2 actions. Armor, you cannot use armor to block, so we just need to just gun it, right? We just need to get out of here, right? Okay, so let's do this. And we don't even have that many zombies on the board. I feel like we've been actually very lucky, even though we got 1 dead survivor. I feel like, and that was just dumb. That was just, there was nothing I could do about it. They spawned and they got a free activations and stuff, so they're, you know, that all happened. So let's go ahead and get Clovis to go on a murdering spree. And then we'll send in Samson, 1, 2, 3. Ah! I just dumped all the cards. Okay. So the plan is Clovis kills all the zombies right there in this room. We have Samson rush over to, God, Nellie's dead body. Can I loot that hammer? We need to get into this building because we can end this really soon if we can just flip those things over. And then we still have to kill, that's right, it doesn't end yet. We have to kill the Abomination somehow, which, you know, he's just been, since literal round 1, following us around, and we need to kill him somehow. We have yet to find a single dragon's bile, or whatever it's called, or a torch. We can't do it. Okay, so we're going to start off here with Clovis. I'm just going to do 3 actions to kill the 3 zombies. I'm going to roll 3 dice, 4s or better, kill 1 zombie in the zone. Oh, we can get rid of these, I guess. So we killed 0 zombies. That's amazing. You're awesome. This game is fantastic. Our 4th attack, our 4th action is going to kill a single walker. Wow. Lame. Heard 10 experience points. Okay, so that sucked. Let's have Anne clean it up. Let's have Anne do a bloodlust to get up in there, and then she's going to roll a single die. And she's got a 5, so she killed 1. Okay. Now, how many are left? Just 1. I guess she'll just do 1 more attack. 4. We did it. We needed 4 or better, so yeah, there we go. Okay, good enough. There's that. She's at 6 now, I think. Okay, so Anne still has 1 more action. She has no ability to do anything good for us, so let's just have her search because she's still in the building. So she is going to find a torch. We found a torch finally. Hooray! Okay, so that's really good, right? We need her to have the torch. She can do a free rearrange stuff. So I think she's going to actually equip the torch. And the torch actually lets you draw 2 cards when searching. Spend an action, discard the torch from hand, and select a Dragon Bile token within range 0 to 1 and in line of sight. Resolve Dragon Fire. But we don't even have the Dragon Bile yet. Okay, so what we need to do now is have Samson go 1, 2, 3 and attack. So that's 1, 2, 3 moves, and his 4th will be an attack. Just roll a 4 or better, buddy. Okay. Now, Silas is going to discard 2 here to move 1 zone away from the Abomination, 1 more to move away, and then 1 more to... Oh, Baldric's not there. Well, when he was down there with Baldric, he traded with Baldric. He's going to trade for the crossbow. And Baldric is going to get a short sword in trade. You don't have to trade anything, but I'm going to. Okay. Right? So that was 2, trade 1, 2 to leave, and a 4th action to get you up here. Okay. Silas, you're done. Nellie, you're unfortunately dead. I tried. I really, really tried. Okay. May as well discard all your stuff. All right. So then we have... only Baldric. So Baldric has to spend 1, 2 to go ahead and escape the Abomination. 1, oh no. Okay. So yeah. So then we have these 2 guys right here in this zone. And what we can do is we can use our spell of Lightning Bolt to roll 1 die to get a 4 or better to attack this zone because that door is open. We got a 5, so we killed a runner. That's good. I don't want those guys to get up on us, right? So Baldric is at 11. He's going to do that again with an actual action, not just his spellcaster thing. Nice, nice. Okay. Those runners are not a lot of fun. All right, so he still has 1 action. And the fatty doesn't protect the walker, so I could kill the walker, or we're going to use that last action to, oh yeah, move away because I don't want that guy to come up. Yeah. Okay, so I think we're all done, all right? We are all done. Let's go ahead and reset our little tokens here. And yeah, these things are invaluable for keeping track of what your actions have been. All right, so now zombies are going to go. This guy's going to get attacked, so he has Iron Hide. So let's roll our die and hope for a 5 or better, right? Boom, armor. Okay, so you can't hurt me, fatty. Then we have to do all this movement. So this guy's going to move twice, right? So 1, 2... Now, the most noise is up here, definitely. So we're going to move those guys, those guys, those guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so these guys are all gonna. So this guy's gonna go down. This guy's gonna come up. This guy's gonna move over. Oh my god, that abomination is hot on our tail. Okay, then these guys all move over. I think I got that right? Oh no, we still have all these jerks. Okay, there's those guys. Okay. See, and I'm not afraid of these walkers, man. This place, the way this spawned, I think worked out really well for us because we had an abomination move and a necromancer move, and I'm not too terribly afraid now because of the weird path I've set up here. So let's go ahead and spawn some zombies here twice. So number 1 is a runner, and number necromancer is a necromancer action. So he's going to be standing on his spot now. And then we have a number 2 here is 3 walkers. So that's 1, 2, 3 walkers. And number 3 is a runner. Okay. See, not that bad. Setting this up to be like a maze was the smartest thing ever. All right, team. We got this. And how we're going to make that happen, I don't know yet. Let's have Samson start us off with an attack against a fatty. Boom. Killed this fatty, okay? Oh, I didn't have him with this green thing on. I don't have any of these guys. I'm failing at this, you guys. This is so difficult to remember because I don't normally do this. Here's a fatty here. Like when I'm playing this, I can just see them, but I know you can't. And the necromancer guy is right here. So just so you know, on his next activation, the necromancer escapes, and this becomes permanent. So then we have 4 spawn zones out here now. Okay. So we have... Am I all caught up? Nope, there's a runner here. And a runner here. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so here's the deal. Samson is then going to attack the runner in his space up here. And we got ourselves a 1, so we failed. So we're going to do it again. We just need a 4 or better. 3, we're going to attack again. We just need a 4 or better. You'd think the odds would be in our favor. Oh my god, come on. All right, well, whatever. So we can't kill this guy unless we can get really lucky with our gear. Oh, we did kill it. Look at that. We got a 6. Okay, so that's a dead runner. Samson gets to 18. So Samson is 1 experience point away from orange. Unfortunately, he can't move or do anything. He just had to fight those guys in that house. Now, Anne is going to search. Anne has the torch equipped. Draw 2 cards when searching. So Anne is going to draw 2. Yes, I was so hoping. I knew this would work out. Okay, so in her backpack, she is going to have the all her stuff, right? So here's what's going to happen. And she equips the dragon bile and the torch, so it's 2 separate actions, right? So she happens to have 2 separate actions left. She is going to throw the dragon bile into this because it's a range of 1, so ideally, you're putting this little token out there, right? It's all gross dragon bile. And then the torch, you throw the torch in there, and the combination makes dragon fire, which does unlimited amounts of damage to an entire zone. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a whole bunch of zombies piled up on there, but that I don't care. We killed the abomination, which, how much experience points is 5. That's 5 experience for Anne. So she's going to go from 6 to 11, which is going to put her into the yellow finally and give her another action. That's amazing. And that's one of the requirements to win this map. So all we have to do now is flip over this, this, and this. And Bob's your uncle, I believe, is the how the saying goes. So it's too bad I didn't do that first because she could have just jumped in there then with Bloodlust and helped fight these guys. Instead, she's going to use a single action to move. So there was that. Oh, and oh no, the heck she is. No. She is going to do an equip action, right? So she has to do some stuff. So she's going to equip... So she has a sword, a short sword. So let's do the sword because it's better than the short sword. And a repeating cross. No, the bang staff is better, right? Or she could do a trade action. Oh yeah, if she does a trade, both parties can adjust their stuff for free, I believe, right? Reorganize trade. At the cost of 1 action, a survivor can reorganize the cards in his inventory in any way he wishes. The survivor can simultaneously exchange any number of cards with one and only one other survivor currently in the same zone. This other survivor reorganizes his own inventory for free. Okay. Yeah, reorganized trade that's a single thing. So she can trade too with somebody else. Somebody in the zone. So not Samson and not the dead body of Nellie, which is in the street. Let's have her trade with Silas, who's hanging out here. So I don't like what Silas has. Let's have Silas take a repeating crossbow. Yeah, so let's do that with Silas. Okay, so she traded with Silas, did that, rearranged her stuff, traded some stuff to Silas, but she is now done. Now Silas is actually going to go. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang, I can get all the way over there. I mean, that's the goal, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So Silas is done. Yeah, we're just running away now. So Clovis, 1, 2, 3, 4. And Baldric has 4 moves as well. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, yeah, why not? And 4. Why not? Why not? Why not? So we're all done. So let's reset our survivors and do some zombie attacks. Remember, those are, what have I done here? Zombie attacks next. So are there any zones with zombies in them that attack us? Nope. Now we're going to do zombie movement. So I think so these guys have no line of sight, right? Okay, so doing this correctly, this guy we know comes up. Ooh, we killed this idiot. He comes up. Now he has line of sight. These guys don't have line of sight, but they're all going here. This is the most noise, right? So that's the target zone for every single person on the board. So they're just going to move a little bit closer. These guys are going to move a little bit closer because I didn't open any doors and zombies are dumb. All of these guys are going to move. This guy's going to move twice, 1, 2, and be up here with them. So now the Necromancer is going to activate. Let's just get him off the board, right? That makes this permanent. There's nothing I can do. So now it's 1 and 2. Yeah, these little things didn't help like I thought. We'll just remember to do them in that order. Okay. So now, where do these guys go? They're going up there, like in fewest actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, oh god, this sucks. So these guys go down. These guys come over. These guys all come over. These guys, that guy moves twice. Okay, I believe that was correct. So let's go ahead and spawn some jerks. So 1, 2 walkers. See, I'm so far away because of the... Oh, no. Necromancer spawned right here again. Oh, God. So we're going to have another spawn for the Necromancer spot, which is all standard walkers get an activation. I freaking knew that was going to happen to me. So all of you guys get to go downstairs, and then these 4 get right up on the party. Dang. Oh, and then there's walkers there, too. Okay. So there's that. Then we're going to draw 1 for here. Necromancer has another action, so you're going to walk forward. Wow. And then we got 1 fatty. Okay. So this could get really bad if these Necromancers, if I'm just letting them go in here, but all I have to do is run through here and flip these little tokens. So not so bad, especially because we don't have to kill the Abomination again because we already did, and that's not our win condition. Our win condition is... slay the beast and its master, kill at least 1 Abomination and 1 Necromancer, which we've done, and then we have to take all the objectives and raid this guy's like whole laboratory, I guess. I guess this is the whole laboratory. Okay, so I think that was it. Now, what we don't want to do is create a problem where somebody gets mauled by the Abomination. So we're going to have Clovis here just do 4 attacks right here in this room and just see if we can kill all 4 of these guys. I need 4s or better. We killed 1 zombie. You're amazing, dude. Okay. Wow. Okay, that was it. Stinks, too, because of where they are. I have to pass through that room to do anything. So we'll have Samson go 1, 2, and then 2 attacks in there, so I may as well just throw 2 dice. And we've got 1 dead. Now, that 1 dead pushes him up into the orange, meaning that he now gets to choose +1 die in combat or +1 to a die roll in melee. Let's do +1 die. That way he gets to roll an extra. Oh, I forgot. Clovis gets an extra die too. This whole game. Oh, wait a second. This whole game I've forgotten about Clovis's ability. +1 die for melee attacks. So wait a second. Maybe we roll that one back because it actually does matter. Let's roll that back. Samson didn't have to go in there. So we rolled 4 dice. But we got to roll 4 more dice for Clovis because every single one of those attacks was a dual attack. All right, I know that's not right, but that's how I'm doing it. So let's say we killed 1 other zombie with Clovis. Okay, all right. I mean, that's the only way I can fix this. Okay, so now we have him go 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm going to have him just throw 2 dice. Right. I know that wasn't smooth, but it is what it is. I mean, it essentially didn't change much either. So now, again, he's orange, and then we're going to give him +1 die in combat from now on, which I will also forget. Whoopsie. Okay, so we're going to have Anne go 1, 2, Her third action is going to be a bloodlust to go hurrah to jump in here. She gets to roll 1 die for her, no, 2 dice for her sword, because she has an actual sword now, not a short sword. She has this guy. So it's 2 dice. I need 4s or better. It doesn't make any noise. I did not kill anybody, and so we're going to do 1 more attack, which again is both dice. And again, I killed nobody. Are you kidding me? We're going to lose this game because of these walkers. How stupid. Oops, that is not what I thought it was. All right, so let's... Oh, come on, we're so close. And I can't shoot into that zone now. Now we're all... I guess Baldric can't leave unless he spends... Well, I mean, I guess he can't shoot in there, or he just... Oh, he has a short sword. He has a short sword. Okay, so let's just peel off some things. So he's going to attack 2 times in that very zone he's in. Baldric has a short sword. I need 4s or better. So we killed 1. Okay, he's at 13 experience. Oh, come on. So Baldric is going to do 1 more attack. He's got a 5. Yes. Okay, so now he's at 14. He has 1 more action, so he's just going to move down here. He cannot use his spellcasting action for anything. So who do we have left? We have Silas, who's where they need to be, but I think because of the way things shook out, he can move the farthest. So I'm going to have Silas move 4 zones, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we can end this next round, right? So now we're going to move all the zombies and all the jerks. So they're clearly coming into this center zone here, because that's where all the noise is, right? So we're going to move this guy 1. 1, 1. All these guys are going to come up. Did I forget to move that fatty last time? I might have. I think I did. I think he should have been here. Maybe he went down and I just don't remember. It doesn't matter. He's not going to catch us. I think we've got this in the bag, right? There's no zombies in here at all. These guys are going to move this way, 2 spaces for that guy. 1, you're down there, and this guy goes 2. So 1, 2, he's up here with the collection. Then these guys are going to move 1 and 1. Then we're going to spawn 3 over here. So 1 is... we're in the orange now. So now it's 2 runners. Oh, God. So 2 runners. I'm going to stop putting stuff on here, I think. the little... These things. Maybe not. Okay, then we have... 2 more runners. Oh, boy. Okay. Now, let's see. 2 more runners. Oh, did I never move those guys? They were like hanging off the board. I don't know if they were dead or what. So there's 4 runners there. They might have even missed an extra activation. I might have messed that up too. There's so much going on here. And then this is 2 fatties in this zone. Okay. So there's the 3 cards for there. And then we need 2 cards for down here. We have 4 walkers. I think we got this in the bag though. I really do. I think I'm actually going to win a game of Zombicide. And 5 walkers. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we don't actually have to kill anything, right? So we can say that... So, I mean, I didn't reset all my stuff. Yeah, I think we got this in the bag, right? Because Silas can go 1 and then flip it for 2. It's red, so you gain 5 experience points, going from 12 to 17. And then you can stand there. I don't care, right? You can search. I don't care. Then we have Baldric move over and flip. You get 5 points. This was the blue one. And we win. That was it. Quest completed. I can't believe we won. Quest number 1, big game hunting. We totally exploit the zombie brains here where they have to... what would have happened? I forgot even. Torch them. Find the blue objective marks in the laboratory's location. Or marks the laboratory's location. So that was the actual laboratory. We just narrowed it down. Immediately spawn a necromancer in the zone. So there already was, right? Right? I thought there was already a necromancer out here somewhere. Maybe not. What did I do with him? Huh, I don't know. Okay, in the zone, if a necromancer is already on the board, spawn abomination instead. So we would have had an abomination. I don't know where my necromancer went. Oh, he's right here. Okay, right. So see, that's why I didn't want to do this, but it didn't matter. The timing of all this worked out to where it was 1 round we could win. Whew, this game, man, I'll tell you. All right, so yeah, and there's a lot of zombies on this board that we did not kill. If it was not for the little maze that we made, we would have been in trouble. And rip Nelly, who died face down in the street here. But she saved us. She opened that door, and it was not that bad of spawns, really. It was what? Zombies, a fatty, and then it was like extra activation, necromancer, abomination, probably, I don't know, it wasn't that bad, whatever it was. There was not a lot to have to fight through in there. We just ran through that building and thankfully didn't open any of these doors. I think that is a very valid strategy for this particular map. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm glad I could find a little bit of time to do a video here this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it wasn't the any kind of a brain burner or anything, but it's always just kind of fun to throw some dice when you just want to do something dumb. And here we are doing something dumb. Yeah, here was our... I need a better way to do this. I had very little time for prep, and I had the graphic stuff, you know, like all this fancy stuff done already. So it was like, well, let's just play something quick because I was able to find a little bit of time to squeeze out a game. And some of you who've been watching know that I just recently got my hands on Nucleum. I opened the box like 2 days ago. That game doesn't fit on this table. I don't know how I'm going to manage it, but boy, do I want to play that game. It looks incredible. So thanks for watching. This has been Zombicide Black Plague, quest number 1, big game hunting. And remember, games are made for everyone's recreation. I'll see you next time.